Hey guys, I'm already Pastor.
And I'm Father Mikhail.
Today we're in another one
we
of...
are here every time, without
every
fail.
time. Go for it, Father.
Well, this is a world that I'm kind of into ancient history, at least on the side. And so this is a world that's supposed to be designed after an ancient city, part of Minos in some people's when they say it, but it's called Knossos, and I'll put it up on the screen here. Also, at this point, I think I'll show you that I started from just the ruins, a map of the ruins of Knossos, and then I looked at just some drawings, and maybe I'll put a picture here of, you know, just what people think it might have looked like and things like that, and I ran with the color palette and sort of did my own thing. One thing, since it's kind of an ancient civilization, that I think is cool about this one is I started looking at the stars. I've been slightly into Minecraft mythology, Minecraft astronomy lately, even though it doesn't ever really change. And you can use things from the sky, and I'll show you here, and incorporate them into your designs. And so here in this courtyard, which I haven't finished yet, is the Ender Dragon, which is one of the constellations that falls right underneath the moon. And we're upside down from it, so it's odd to see, but maybe in the video, if I can figure out how, I'll outline it. But if you look them up, you'll find them online, and I really like that aspect of this world, and I'm planning to use it a whole bunch. So Minecraft astronomy, look into it. And then from there, I guess I'll show you just sort of the outside of the building so you can get a feel of this thing. There's Pastor off to the side, and the size of it. All the rooms on the inside are finished, but they're not all furnished. And so I'm just going to go around, and then I'll show you some of the finer details, you know, architecturally and things like that. Pastor did help me with a number of these things. I'd say design was largely my own, but you know, as far as, I mean, you can see the number of blocks that are in here.
Laid some blocks.
You laid some blocks. Hey man, look at all the blocks though.
Some blocks,
so it's
some
not...
pillars. Maybe I might have put a little green in there, or some water.
I think there's a lot of like really cool design elements in this place. A lot of natural lighting's used. Out on this side, I started to finally get some of the green in here. You know, this is really like an enormous build, and so I've been spending a lot of time on it, but I thought I would show it to you guys now, and maybe someday I'll come back to it. You can see here I've started to get fountains into it. There's sort of like some standalone arcades. Almost all the insides are open. This building right here that we're at right now is actually, I built it, it's Pastor's. He has like his own portion of the castle, this 3-deck place here, which is pretty cool, I think. But this whole like corner is just his part of my palace. Unfortunately, the rest is mine. On the stairwells, I did this sort of open floor plan where each of them have these, like they get natural sunlight, which is an element designed in Knossos. And what's cool about Knossos is that the stairwells were so well built and things like that, which it's in like a volcanic region, so there's earthquakes all the time, is that the stairwells still stand there today, and they did use a natural sunlight setup, so you can see if you fly around that in almost all my stairwells it's natural sunlit.
Within the castle, there's actually, isn't there like several hidden stairwells and hidden like hallways?
If you remember how to get to them, man. I mean, I can... The goal when I started this was to be a palace of 1,000 rooms, and I don't know if I've quite gotten there, but you know, I can definitely say that I would get lost if I tried to walk around inside this place. And you can see I'm just thinking about building like I don't know what they call them, you know, the courtyards in the center of towns. It has like a funny name, like Agraphora or something like that. But if you walked around into like any of these hallways here, I mean, it's just a maze back in here. I know some kids like to play Hunger Games and stuff like that, and it would be a fun map for that, because really, you know, I followed a floor plan pretty closely. It's just like room after room after room in here. I mean, Pastor's not wrong. It's not even that they're hidden, but there are a number of stairwells that are like, I don't know, not lit up the same way. And so it's, you know, they're behind walls and stuff like that, but I don't know why I'm walking around. There's like
Dude,
ridiculous amounts
of
hallway in here.
I'm following you and I'm lost.
I have plans for all the rest of it, but oh, this room's not even lit up. Spooky. I know. I'll stop soon. I'm sure I'm gonna start to bore people, but it's a cool setup, and you know, the place has a lot of potential. It's just one of those builds where it's so large that it's gonna take me some time to finish. And recently, we've been playing a lot of other games, and so Pastor's been able to play, and I've been able to play. So there hasn't been as much time where I would just come into something like this and really be able to just bang it out. I'll just show you a couple more of these porch type things. Here's another one of these arcades where it's like an open walkway. Everything's open, but it's just here. If only we had a few different types of vines in this game, I think we could do some like really awesome things there. And then I'll show just this courtyard over here, and then I'll probably finish out. Like I said, I followed, you know, the ruins of a real place to build this, but everything ground up was just kind of designed out of my head with some input from my friends and things like that. But yeah, I don't think we need to show you more than that. Pastor, actually, I could probably get one myself. So we can show you to give you an idea of the size of this place.
Showing them the map, it's almost like the whole corner of the map.
You can see how big it is on the map. And I was limited when I was building it, because if you went any further, when you were at one end, the other end would be off the map where it loads.
It would make
so like this was
for an awesome Hunger Games map, to be honest.
Oh, it's big, and I haven't finished. I mean, you can see it's all on that pedestal there, but
another thing that we've been meaning to look into is downloadable maps, and we want to make some of our maps downloadable. If we can kind of one day figure that out, maybe we'll put a link up on this video so you could download it.
We've actually had some viewers that have said things along those lines that they, you know, why don't we do
have
and
a
stuff.
community
It's not that we don't
world
want to, but we just
that
don't know how.
That I want to make downloadable. And there's
I
probably
just want to play
others.
the community world again, to be honest.
It's dead.
I know.
It's
dead, James.
It died.
Alright, geez, Pastor.
I know, I'm so morbid. I'm sorry.
Well,
Anyways.
anyway, this is Knossos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we really appreciate all the support, and we'll see you next time. I'm Father Mikhail.
And I'm already Pastor. And you guys take care.
Yeah, hell yeah, you guys take care.